If you know these 15 words, your English is excellent. But these are not advanced C1 words. These are common everyday words. And having them in your vocabulary will help you sound fluent and natural in English. Welcome back to JForrest English. Of course, I'm Jennifer. Now let's get started. Our first word, rusty. Rusty. Do you know this word? Rusty. Well, this pipe is rusty, which means it's covered in rust. But what if I said, my speaking skills are a little rusty? What does this mean? Well, in this context, rusty is an adjective, and it's a skill that isn't as good as it once was because of lack of practice. So if your English is rusty, not as good as it once was because you haven't practiced, if your English is rusty, I'm here to help. So are you ready? Are you ready? If you are, put let's go, put let's go in the comments. And don't worry about taking these notes because I summarize everything in a free lesson PDF. You can find the link in the description. Now let's listen to some real-world examples so you can improve your listening skills and also shadow the pronunciation.
I'm very rusty.
I'm a little rusty.
Hope I'm not rusty.
Our next word, tangled. Tangled. Do you know this word? Tangled. This is an adjective. It means twisted together in a confused, untidy mass. These are some old earphones I have that I haven't used in years, and they are tangled. They are twisted together in a mass, a heap, and it's, of course, very untidy. So these are tangled. I could ask you, can you help me untangle my headphones? Now here, tangle is a verb, and I used it in the opposite meaning, untangle. So if you want to help me untangle these, then you would try to separate them into a tidy, organized cord so I can use them. Now, I also use this adjective every single day because my hair gets so tangled when it's wet. It's in a mass and it's very difficult to brush when it's wet. So I'm sure you can relate to either your cords or your hair or rope or something else getting tangled. Let's listen to some real-world examples.
He became tangled in the ropes.
Tangled webs.
Tangled in the sails.
Our next word, crumpled. Crumpled. Do you know this one? Crumpled. This is an adjective. It means crushed into a compact mass or folded up in an irregular way. So here's a crumpled shirt. So this shirt is crumpled. Here's a crumpled shirt I found in my husband's closet. Now, I could crumple this shirt. So right now, if I take it and I go like this, that's the verb to crumple. And this is something that you might do with a piece of paper. Let's listen to some real-world examples.
In this case, it's just a simple crumpled up piece of aluminum foil.
It's a little crumpled.
It got a little crumpled.
Next, wrinkled. Wrinkled. Do you know this one? Wrinkled. This means having small lines or folds on the surface. Remember this crumpled shirt? Well, this shirt is also very wrinkled and very stained and old. But wrinkled, that is the lines on the shirt. You can use this as a noun, wrinkles. I'm getting wrinkles, lines on my face. Or you can use this as a verb, to wrinkle. We commonly use this with our nose, to wrinkle. She wrinkled her nose at the smell. Now let's listen to some real-world examples.
Let the laundry get wrinkled and the dishes sit for a bit.
You have a few more wrinkles.
I found a wrinkle.
Our next word, flimsy. Flimsy. Do you know this one? Flimsy. This is an adjective. It means light and thin or easily destroyed. It can also mean weak or difficult to believe. For example, the chair was too flimsy to hold much weight. So the chair was very light or thin, so it was easily destroyed with weight on it. It was flimsy. You might say she gave a flimsy excuse for being late. Her excuse was weak. It wasn't easy to believe. It was flimsy. Let's listen to some real-world examples.
Pretty flimsy evidence.
It looks kind of flimsy.
Some flimsy excuse?
How are you doing so far? Our next word, feisty. Feisty. Do you know this one? Feisty. This means lively, determined, and courageous. My cat was very feisty as a kitten. Like most kitten and young children, but also adults can be feisty. You could say he feistily. Notice this is an adverb. He feistily defended his opinion. He did it with a lot of strength and courage and determination. Now let's listen to some real-world examples.
She's super feisty, and I like it.
Feisty, strong-willed.
Feisty little barmaid.
Next, savvy. Savvy. Do you know this one? Savvy. This is an adjective. It means practical knowledge and understanding. She's quite savvy about digital marketing. Or I could ask you, are you tech savvy? Do you have practical skills and knowledge and abilities with technology? Are you tech savvy? You can use this as a noun, his business savvy. So here it's a noun, it's something, his practical knowledge of business. His business savvy helped him succeed. Now let's listen to some real world examples.
He's very savvy.
She's the savvy one.
It's internet savvy and function.
Next, dull. Dull. Do you know this one? Dull. The knife on the left is dull, which means it's not sharp. But what if I said, this lesson is so dull? What does that mean? Well, here it's an adjective. It means lacking interest or excitement. Hopefully you don't think that. Hopefully you think this lesson isn't dull. It's exciting. It's engaging. Is that how you feel? If so, put that's right, put that's right in the comments. And if you do think it's dull, feel free to let me know so I can improve and make them more exciting for you. Now let's listen to some real world examples.
Dull, huh?
Not dull. You're dull.
Sounds dull.
Next, vivid. Vivid. Do you know this one? Vivid. This is an adjective. It means brightly colored or producing powerful feelings or strong, clear images in the mind. First, let's look at this example. I love the vivid colors in this painting. In this case, it means bright colors. I love the vivid colors. But you might say, I had a vivid dream last night. So here, a vivid dream means that you can remember your dream very powerfully. You remember all the details of your dream. You can use this as an adverb and say he vividly remembers his wedding day. He remembers every detail. He has a very clear mental image. Let's listen to some real world examples.
We don't know how to tell this generative story of us as vividly.
Really vivid. Like really vivid things.
Our next word, hideous. Hideous. Do you know this one? Hideous. This is an adjective. It means extremely ugly or unpleasant. You might say that hideous statue gave me vivid nightmares. So the nightmares were vivid. There was a very clear image in your mind because of the hideous statue. Or you might say, the bathroom was pink when we moved in. It was hideous. Of course, not everyone would agree with that, but maybe to you, the color pink in a bathroom is hideous. Now let's listen to some real world examples.
Is it hideous?
That's hideous.
I'm hideous!
Our next word, frugal. Frugal. Do you know this one? Frugal. This is an adjective. It means careful to use only as much money or other resources, but mainly money, as necessary. For example, Warren Buffett is a billionaire, but he's very frugal. Did you know that? He only spends a small amount of money. You might say, my parents live a frugal life. So here it describes the life, a frugal life. Let's listen to some real world examples.
So, I'm frugal.
So he's frugal.
He was frugal, you know. He was born frugal in every department.
Our next word, lavish. Lavish. Do you know this one? Lavish. This is an adjective. It means more than enough, more than necessary, more than reasonable. They're usually frugal, but their wedding was lavish. So you can imagine a very expensive wedding, expensive clothes, expensive food, expensive decorations. The wedding was lavish. Or perhaps our new office is lavish. It even has an indoor swimming pool, something you would rarely find in a corporate office. Let's listen to some real-world examples.
His rewards for loyalty are lavish.
This event has been somewhat lavish.
No big halls or lavish dinners.
Next, vigorous. Vigorous. Do you know this one? Vigorous. This is an adjective. It means strong, healthy, full of energy. He's known for his vigorous workout routines. So his routines, his workout routines are very energetic. Or she vigorously defended the company against allegations of fraud. So here notice it's an adverb. She vigorously defended. Now let's listen to some real world examples.
I feel vigorous.
Strong-spirited, vigorous.
Next, tenacious. Tenacious. Do you recognize this word? Tenacious. This is an adjective. It means persistent, determined, and also stubborn, but is generally a positive adjective. Her tenacious attitude helped her become fluent. Or she tenaciously, notice the adverb, she tenaciously pursued her goals. You could use this as a noun, her tenacity. Repeat after me, tenacity. Her tenacity is her greatest strength. Let's listen to some real-world examples.
Brave, tenacious, spirited. She's tenacious.
He's tenacious.
Our final word, preposterous. Preposterous. Do you recognize this? Preposterous. This is an adjective. It means very silly or very stupid. That idea is preposterous. Or maybe someone says, hey, you should unsubscribe from JForrest English. And you reply and say, I'm not going to unsubscribe. That's preposterous. So that represents unsubscribing. That's preposterous. That's very silly or very stupid. Hopefully you agree with that because these lessons are not dull. If you agree, put that's right, put that's right in the comments. And let's listen to some real world examples.
That's preposterous.
He looks preposterous.
It's definitely preposterous.
So how many of these 15 words did you know? Now, if you knew 0 words, that does not mean your English is terrible. That means you learned 15 new words, which is amazing. You should celebrate that. So make sure you like this lesson, share it with your friends, and subscribe so you're notified every time I post a new lesson. And you can get this free speaking guide where I share 6 tips on how to speak English fluently and confidently. You can click here to download it or look for the link in the description. And now you can find out how many of these 15 words you know. Make sure you watch it right now.